Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Happy rails to you. Thanks for coming back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to meet again. Hey guys, welcome back. It's G-Man, My World 67. Well, it's been a while. It's been quite a while. I think it's been 2 months, maybe longer, since we last did a video. As I said in my last video, I had started retraining for a job and going back to work, coming out of retirement at least for a little while. And got to take care of some things, So, and that leaves me no time to play with trains, if you will. So, I hadn't been able to do anything, and plus we've had, hurricane damage to the house and this, that, and the other, and we got COVID going on, and so like everybody else, things are kind of in a disarray. But I decided today to try to do this video. Actually, I tried to do one last night, but I wasn't able to get it going. So today, on my new camera phone, and here we go. Now, when we met last, and I believe the last thing I had worked on was this original junk Lionel Jr. And if you've watched the last video, I repainted it, did a little custom work to it, made it a Milwaukee Road engine, and put my famous G on the front of it, just for fun. This engine is lighted. I did light it, and I haven't gotten around to doing some other things that I was going to do to it. I was going to put a light back here on the back side so that the rear of this compartment would light up a little more. Haven't got to do that yet, and I'm still planning to do that. And as to the cars, I had found these cars on eBay, and like I say, I hadn't been buying anything, doing anything with trains, but I found these about a month ago, and I got them at a reasonable price. I think I paid like $15 for them, which really wasn't bad. The wheels are a little rusted, as you can see. And I haven't cleaned them up yet, but I cleaned up the body a little bit and did touch it up. And they actually turn out to be really nice coaches when I get done cleaning them up. I think they'll look even better. And I might add another coach to it. But I got these. I was thinking I would run these behind this engine. They'll actually work with it. A few minor adjustments, some changes. I may have to go ahead and block this off and put a piece in here, or close this up on the end to make it look better. But little custom work to it. It would make a nice, I think it'd make a nice set. But I got to looking and got to thinking about it. I also have some pre-war American Flyer cars. that would look great behind this engine. And I might even have a couple of extra Burlington cars that I forgot about. And so from the Zephyr, and they would work even better. So as of right now, I haven't gotten any further with that than what you see. Like I say, I got those out, got them cleaned up a little bit, tried to take a few of the dents out of them. They looked not really rough, but they were a little dented up. You still see a few dings in them. But I got the dents out. There was no creases. So that was a good thing. I still have one dent back here that I haven't gotten out because it requires me to take the whole car apart. And I don't really want to do that. So I might just leave that one in there. And it was brought to my attention that I may have actually the engine shell for these cars, for this set, this M10000, Marx M10000, in one of my junk boxes. And so if I do, I will probably just go ahead, clean it up, fix it up, put a motor in it, and make us an M10000 set complete back out of with these cars. That's just an update. Like I say, I hadn't really been working on anything. Hadn't done anything. Okay. Now, I did, in finally getting to clean up, my grandson came over, and he was here for about 4 days, and the day before he left, we went out in the shop, and he helped me straighten up some stuff. And we took the old standard gauge layout that I built temporarily to test out the standard gauge engine on, the number 10. We put it in under the layout for now, and I appreciated his help because I couldn't have done that by myself. So he was a lot of help. And we got that done. But in the process, I found this Borden's milk car shell. And I don't have a proper or original chassis for it anymore. I don't know what happened to it, where it went, but I don't have one. But I have several other chassis, flat cars. I'm going to try to redo this, touch it up, and get it back going again. Simple process, except for this one's dented up a little bit. I'll try to get that dent out of there best I can, and touch it up and get it on a flat car. So that's one project that, as I have the time, I'm going to be doing in the near future. Still got several other projects that we never started or never finished. This is the latest one that we never finished. We did get started. And so we're going to get back to this, hopefully, in the next week or so. I want to start trying to make a video, at least one video a week again, to get back in the loop, get you guys some filmage out there so you can see some things as they're being done, and so that I can share some things with you. Having said that, to move this out of the way. I got just today, this afternoon, about 2 hours ago, this came in the mail. Now I've got the set with 2 cars, I believe. I just unfolded this. unwrapped it. This canopy here, the cockpit, was completely flat. You can see how it's bent down, and I've already started to work on it. I couldn't help it. And after I started to work on it, I said, hey, I need to save this for this video. But I immediately just jumped right into it. But I started getting this pulled up, and so yeah, it was completely flat. This front end of this clear back to here was down flat on top of this. And as you can see, the paint's gone on it, on the nose, and the paint is badly worn, discolored on the top. The wind-up motor in it does not work, and I probably will not try to fix it. I've worked on these wind-up motors before. I've had some success, but for the most part, I've never had a lot of success with the wind-up motors. I tried working on clocks too. I still have my grandmother's clock that I need to repair. As a matter of fact, sitting in my closet, and I want to get that out. It's an old mantle clock. But I'm probably going to put a Marx motor in this and make it electric. And either that or I'm going to put a Flyer motor in it. The reason being I thought about Flyer is because there is no real tintype outside of cars in S-gauge. And this would make a nice S-gauge engine. It's about the right scale, actually, for S-gauge. It's a very small O-gauge diesel engine. And it worked perfect for S-gauge. And I believe I can fit an S-gauge chassis and everything into it without a whole lot of problems. So I might go with an S-gauge, make it an M10000, an Overland Flyer, Hafner S-gauge. And I think it'll be nice once I get it repainted and get it redone. But as of right now, I don't know which way I'm going, O-gauge, S-gauge. We'll see in our next video. Well, at least the video after that. I haven't unwrapped the cars yet. Now, I'm planning on painting these where the brown area is chocolate, chocolate brown or dark brown. And redo the yellow. Now you'll notice the yellow on this car and the brown on this car is different, quite a bit different. It's the same color as on the cockpit or the engineer's box. But it's different than the actual color on the engine. And I don't know, was that because of time and fade or who knows? But the yellow is different too. This yellow, the Union Pacific yellow, is more like the yellow on my Hiawatha. And it's not that close either. Of course, this is dirty, but we'll see what it takes. Now this car, it's got a little rust on the wheels. It's not in that bad a shape, actually. Little rust right there. Gonna take a little touch up, good cleaning up. That's the observation car. Do this one-handed. Get this box out of the way. I'm going to try to set this up to where it'll stand by itself. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. Okay, it did it. Here is the Pullman. A little bit of rust on the wheels, like the observation. And color-wise, it matches the observation perfectly. So we know these two cars definitely go together. And there is the 3-car set. The engine, the Pullman, and the observation. Try to get you a full view there. And so that's going to be our one of our next projects. Like I say, I'm going to try to get to that in the next week or so. Depends on how much time I have. But we're going to work on something. I still got a lot of things to work on. I just had a chance to get this. Now, let me say this. These trains, in like new condition, with the box, are going for ridiculous prices. The last one I saw was $800 and some. And it did not have its box. And it was in really pristine condition and had track. I still thought that was a ridiculous price. But who am I, right? But then I was looking today after I opened this and got to looking because I wanted to see exactly what was missing on the top of this. And I want to see the exact shape of this so that I could get it back in condition. Of course, it did not have the screws through the sides here. It was put on another kind of way and had a slot down into it from the top. But it's okay. Given the screws taken aside, it's not going to be original anyway. It's going to be a custom engine. Given all of that, I found one of these, again on eBay. The cheapest ones I have found in this condition were like $85 to $100. The ones that I found in worse condition than this are $35 to $55, $65. I paid $15 for this, plus shipping. It's one of the best deals that I have gotten in all the years that I've shopped on eBay. Let me just show you something. This set right now has its original box. Is going for $1,250. On a buy now. There's another set, and that set is pristine. I looked over the pictures. They took excellent pictures and went over each and every inch of it. And it's really nice. But I don't think it's worth $1,250. But to each his own. I'm just glad to have one because they are getting very obscure and hard to find in any kind of condition that's salvageable. This one is the most salvageable one for the most reasonable price that I've seen in ages. And so I'm just grateful to have it. Anyway, I thought I'd just share that with you today. As always, if you enjoy running and operating your trains as much as I do and working on them, then you should have happy rails. That's all I have for you for now. And happy rails until next time.